Hey, Heather, longtime listener, first time caller, and I'm going to remain anonymous for the sake of not only my sanity, but also the very, odd chance that my in laws listen to you. I've wanted to call you 1,000 times over things my in laws have done, but I've
Yeah.
always held myself back. But after this weekend, I just had to call you to tell you. So, me and my husband, we have a 5 month old who's breastfed, and we take him over to my in laws to celebrate Father's Day. And we're all sitting outside talking, forcing awkward conversations like you do with your in laws.
Mm-hmm.
And my son gets hungry, so I go to take him inside to feed him. Well, they only have 2 bedrooms in their house. So I go to the guest bedroom and I open the door, and the bed is completely unmade, and there's a gigantic, the biggest bottle of lube I've ever seen just in the middle of the bed. So I'm totally disgusted, but I'm not surprised because that's just how they are. They have sex toys all over their bathroom, like they're just nasty. And so I'm like, well, maybe this is the wrong room. So I go to open the other bedroom door, and that was in fact their bedroom. So then I'm stuck with, well, where do I go feed my baby? And I can't feed them anywhere else in their house because their laundry room, which is connected to the kitchen, they keep their nasty, yappy little dog in there,
Mm.
and they don't let him outside because they're afraid he's going to get swooped up by an owl or something. And so he just pisses and poops everywhere, and it's just disgusting. So absolutely not to having in-laws invite the whole entire family over, but refusing to clean their house, and me, their daughter-in-law, being forced to feed my innocent little baby on the bed that they've recently fucked in
Yeah.
that has a gigantic bottle of lube in it. Heather, I really hope you get this
Mm.
voicemail. I adore you, and thank you for being the queen that you are. Love and light, and come back to Oklahoma soon. Thanks, girl.
Okay, I love that we know you're from Oklahoma because only this would happen in Oklahoma. First of all, it is always wild to me when you invite somebody over for a specific holiday and then you don't even clean up the dirty thongs on the floor. I mean, have some decorum. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. If I was a mother-in-law and I knew my daughter-in-law was coming over very freshly postpartum, I'd have ordered a new fucking couch or something. I would have had a nice little swivel chair in the main bedroom. Honey, go sit over there. I got a nice Yeti cooler packed with some snacks and some cool drinks for you while you feed. Oh, I already bought you a pump. I have a pump here. You didn't want to, no, don't mess with your pump at home. I'll clean out this pump. I got you a pump. Like whatever. I don't know. Whatever you need. I'd have a little station for you with snacks and little trinkets that say, don't forget, I'm the best mother in law. Like, I would just be the fucking best. Instead, they can't even clean up their crime scene. That's insane. That's another level of like, that is just fucking weird. And I think it's a beautiful thing that people who are older are still sexually active. But clearly today, people are fucking too much in their late 60s to 70s. I mean, I'm glad you're doing it, but it's in our face. God. And of course, they have the yappy dog. They have some sort of tiny little teacup Yorkie who they don't walk, who should go to a doggy daycare during the day, but instead it's just shitting in the laundry room. Just, they don't even take them on a car ride. A dog that small, you can throw in a Michael Kors purse and take it to a Ross for less and have a fucking day. But instead, they're too busy having sex to take the dog on a walk. My God. I'm angry for you. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to solve this problem. I'm angry. Absolute perverts. God. What did your husband say about this? Like, are you like, hey, Steve, come here real quick. I need your help breastfeeding. And you're just like, look at this. Look at this. It's disgusting. There is nothing more fun than being with your spouse or your boyfriend or whomever, and you're at like an awkward family thing. And you get to like have those inside jokes where you're laughing at like the decorations or something somebody's crazy aunt said. And you're like, hey, can you meet me outside? Hey, can you help me take this thing out of the oven? You're just like, everyone here is fucking crazy. That's the only way as a couple you get through these like forced family events. It's just being like, everyone's fucking nuts. You have these like 15-second bursts of like secret telling. But I would absolutely be like, look at this. Look at this. No wonder your mom's being a fucking nice bitch today. It's because she just got railed. I mean, who doesn't clean up the crime scene? My God. You know what it is? It's some sort of power move. It's an absolute power move on the mother-in-law to be like, this is my house and we fuck. It's 100% a power move. That is what it is. That is what it is. You know what? I got a great idea. This is what you're going to do. Beat them at their own game. Next time they come over for Thanksgiving, dildos everywhere. Just everywhere. On the whole mirror, the ones that stick, you know what I mean? Have one by, instead of like a bottle cleaner, they have those brushes that like stick to the counter, dildos. And if they say something like, "Oh my God," be like, "Oh no, it's a great bottle cleaner." And just wash your baby bottles out. Just do it just for the sake of that. Just mess with them. Beat them at their own game. I just make them so uncomfortable that they never want to come over again. Very subtly, though. You know what I mean? And when I say subtle, I mean dildos everywhere. But let them know. Let them know. It's a power move. That's clearly what's happening. And there kind of is nothing worse than when you get invited to somebody's place for a holiday and they're in like a 2-bedroom condo. You're like, we couldn't do this down the street at a 5-bed, 4-bath. You know what I mean? It's always the people with the smallest places like, let's host the party. You're like, come on now. Come on. God, I'm frustrated for you. You know what? Next time, just breastfeed on the lawn and let the neighbors know what's good.